Hello, welcome to our Divine Love reading. Thank you all for being here. I hope you find that this message resonates. Please take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and use your intuition as always. So we're going to do a love reading for the person on your mind. I'm going to start with a Romance Angels Oracle card. To start off our reading, we'll see what comes through the person on your mind. I know we're getting close to Valentine's Day, and if you're listening to this in February, so love is in the air. Let's see what comes through our Romance Angel Oracle, the person on your mind. What do we need to know today, Spirit? May our messages be for the highest good of all, sharing love and light, blessings to all. For this reading today, please share the messages the collective most needs to hear at this time, Spirit. One of the Romance Angels want us to know about the person on your mind for the collective today. All right, thank you. Retreat. Let's see if I can get one more. Get a little more information. Retreat. Time to disconnect. Oh, and stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. There we go. Retreat and stay optimistic. On the bottom of the deck, we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Let's keep that one too, since it's Valentine's Day week coming up. Encouraging your person to reach out and express their feelings. So we'll get some clarifiers now. Put our rose crystal to the mix here. Let's get some clarifiers with the traditional tarot, and then we'll check out our overall reading. Oh, the person coming towards our listener, what do we need to know here for this love message? I have to start with 5 cards, please. Thank you for being here. Please bring us clarity, fun, love, joy. Do we need to know? Got the 6 of Cups. Let's keep going. Past could be someone, past life connection with the 6 of Cups. Again, it looks like there's an offering here. Romantic gesture. We talked about expressing your love. Let's keep going. What else do we need to know, Spirit? There we go. Oh. Okay, we'll take those cards. 9 of Wands. Oh, the Empress. Thank you. 2 more cards, please. We need to know, Spirit. Well, we got a lot more cards, but we'll take them. 8 of Wands. 3 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands and the Sun. I love that. It's a great way to end. And on the bottom of the deck, the Hermit, which goes along with this retreat, disconnecting. Keep that there. All right, let's see what we've got here. So, retreat, time to disconnect from the world. That always sounds good to me. Stay optimistic about your love life. Being positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. That's like the manifesting card where thoughts become things. So keep your thoughts positive. Stay in that energy of already having what you want. So being optimistic and envisioning the love the way you want it to be, acting like it's already here for you, and staying positive. It's like they say, instead of expressing like, when is my person coming? When will I find love? You change that thinking to, my partner's already here. I'm already with the love of my life. Spirit has brought me my person. It's all in divine timing. We are together in divine timing. So staying optimistic and manifesting the relationship to be exactly how you envision it in your mind, as if you already have it. And then express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So take action. And with these wands here, definitely taking action. And this person is coming towards you. They're going to communicate how they feel. I've got these 8 of Wands. The wands are about communication. Again, with this 9 of Wands, this wounded warrior, I feel like they're going to talk to you about their past, their history in love, maybe some heartbreak, maybe some conflict here with the 5 of Wands. Communicate about conflict that's been in their past, or conflict that they could be going through at the moment, and things that they're working on to resolve that conflict. Here, this is the 3 of Pentacles working together. Communicating with you about how they want to work together with you, or reach out to resources, possibly asking for help, maybe a therapist or a mentor, to resolve some of this conflict that they've had in the past. So this person is staying optimistic. They're taking time to themselves to go inward. They're retreating inward to reflect on the past. That's this Hermit here, the light going inward, reflecting and healing from some past heartbreak, healing from some difficult times, some struggles. And the good part about this is that they're staying optimistic, and it's very positive, and they have hope and faith that they can find love again, that they can open themselves to romance, to love, to an offering. Here she's making an offering that they can offer, that they can give, and that their person is open to receiving. I mean, here when we have the retreat, that looks like a bride and groom, like a honeymoon almost here. That's what it reminds me of. The retreat and taking time to disconnect is what you do after a honeymoon. I mean, after a wedding, going on a honeymoon. So that's what's going on in this person's heart, in their mind. They want this. They want to go within. They want this retreat to reflect, to heal. And for some, if you do have marriage in the cards, so to speak, or you're engaged, if this is confirmation, disconnecting from the world, having a retreat, going on a honeymoon. But I think this is more for our listeners who, the person coming towards them, there isn't engagement yet. They haven't gone to that higher level of commitment. but that's what they're thinking about. So that's great. This is a really good sign that they want to go inward. They want to think about marriage with you. They want to think about that next level of commitment. They're taking time to go inward, to retreat, to meditate, to heal, to possibly, work with a therapist or someone, or read books or YouTube videos and look for support, because they want to get to the next level. They want to move to that next level of commitment in the relationship. So they're staying optimistic, they're manifesting, they're taking action, they're going to make their romantic gesture, they're going to express their love to you. This is like a dance or an embrace, and they're looking deep into each other's eyes. He recognizes, or she recognizes, here he's looking into her eyes, so they both recognize that this is their person, that this is a deep soulmate divine love, that this is a connection that is valuable and deep and worth putting in the effort, investing in, making a romantic gesture, expressing their feelings and opening their heart and feeling safe to share their love and express and be vulnerable and be romantic and loving and complimentary. It's like giving compliments. You're so beautiful to me, or I appreciate you, or, chemistry between us is off the charts, or I can't stop thinking about you. You're always on my mind. I can't wait to see you again. I miss you. All of these beautiful expressions of love. And that's what Valentine's is, really, as I started off talking about that in the reading for some reason. Yes, it's the timing, but Valentine's Day is like an opportunity to reset and remember and appreciate your partner. It's like taking a day aside to go, yes, I value you. Yes, you're important to me. I'm going to make you a priority, and I'm going to express my feelings to you. Because as we all know, life gets busy. We take things for granted. We take people for granted. And although it is a commercial holiday, Valentine's, it is kind of a good opportunity to pause and appreciate your partner and remind yourself and them how much they're loved and how much they mean to you. So that's all very beautiful. And here we have this Six of Cups. Again, making a romantic gesture, offering this cup of love, this gift. And they say also that this Six of Cups could be a past life connection. This person in your life, this soulmate, could be from your past life. You may be reconnecting in this lifetime. So it's a deep, soulful, again here, recognition of what you mean to each other. A deep recognition that you are familiar, that you're home, that you know each other from another time, if you believe in that, which I do. And because there's this past life connection, this comfort, this familiarity, there's a safety in that. And this person then can express, the wands are communication, and they can express to you what they've been through, what has been difficult for them in the past, and why they're guarded. I see this wand as like, he's still holding on, like, as like, if he needs it to protect himself, he's got this wand if he needs it. And he's like a little bit on guard still, like, am I ready to trust? Am I ready to move forward in love? Can I trust again? And I mean, these oracle cards are very positive, saying your person's optimistic and they have faith. So that's great. I feel like this person feels safe enough to communicate what their fears are, what has been holding them back, and what they've been through in the past that is making them a little on guard, still not quite 100% ready to be fully open and vulnerable, but they're getting there. And this major arcana Empress card is telling us that this person sees you as the Empress, whether you're male or female. They see you as being very much in your feminine, using your intuition with the crown here, being surrounded by nature. It's like Mother Nature is how I see the Empress. You're grounded, you're stable, you know who you are, you wear the crown loud and proud, and you've earned it. You've earned the crown and the scepter here. And the scepter to me is almost like a magic wand granting wishes. And this person, that's how they see you, as you're their wish fulfillment. You're making their wishes come true by being in your Empress energy, being in your authentic self, being in integrity, truth, honesty, opening your heart to them. I see this red here as like you're grounded, you're stable, you're solid. It's like you don't need validation from anyone else, but you are open to sharing your life with another. You don't need a romantic partner, but you want that in your life. It's important to you to connect. The Empress needs her emperor. Wants her emperor, because the Empress and the Emperor together can elevate their lives and have a more meaningful relationship in the world and influence others and do high vibration work and spread their high vibrational energy to others when you connect, when they connect with each other, when they come together. So that's really important. I personally feel like all of our purposes, when they talk about like what's your purpose or finding your purpose, I really believe it is to connect with others, to share your light with others, because it doesn't even have to just be romantic, but something you say, an interaction, a conversation can really hit somebody in a way that's very meaningful. Sharing your experiences, sharing your thoughts and opinions with others touches people's lives and can teach them something, can inspire them, can comfort them, can bring them joy. And I really believe that is our ultimate purpose outside of work, outside of like a traditional job. So yeah, that's beautiful. That's how this person sees you, as the Empress. And here we have the Eight of Wands, which is growth. It's communication. They want to share with you what they're learning about themselves, what they're learning about this romantic relationship, and expressing their truth and their feelings to you, and expressing how they want to build something with you. That's this Three of Pentacles here, building something together, learning, growing, coming together, and building something and sharing it with the world. And that's what they want with you, and they want to communicate that to you, that this is a priority for them, is building a life with you, they've realized that's what they want. And they want to tell you that. And yes, it hasn't been an easy road, but I really believe we have to go through some conflict as humans to give ourselves depth. It makes us more interesting. It makes us more dynamic, not just one dimension. It gives us dimension and makes us more interesting and adds more value to our life when we've had to come through some conflict, some adversity, some challenges, and come out the other side knowing we're stronger, we're wiser, we're more capable, and knowing that we have the strength to get through things, to face challenges head on and come through them. Here, coming through challenges. And that, on the other side, we experience the sun, this joy, this appreciation for life, appreciating what we have, the simple everyday gifts. And I really believe that the conflict humbles us and allows us to go deeper within, allows us to examine ourselves and what we're capable of. And it does humble us. It gives us another perspective on life and on the world and on others and what other people go through and what other people have had to experience and come through the other side, like adversity that other people have to get through. I mean, we all have a challenge. There's always something. Even the person that you think has the most perfect life, they have gone through something. And I love this idea where if everyone threw their problem into a pile, right? Write on a piece of paper, throw your problems, your one biggest challenge into a pile, you would take yours back. And I love that idea because it's true for me. Because God doesn't give you what you can't handle. And it's all meant to be that way. Those experiences are meant to be in your life to bring you to the next level, to elevate you to a higher vibration, to bring growth into your life. Those challenges. And those challenges come your way for a reason. And so that's when we talk about like surrendering and accepting when those things come into your life, when those experiences come into your life, and just get through it one day at a time, move forward, ask for help, pray to God, ask for, your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors to get you through these challenging times. And when you come out on the other side, it's just joy, joy, joy here. The sun is shining. It's like a fresh new start. And I love the horse because obviously we keep talking about 2026 and the fire horse. And this card is just the happiest card in the deck, right? And there's all this red, groundedness, stability. You've got the sun, which is spirit guiding you. Again, a major arcana card. And you're free. This child is innocent. So here you are, you come through the challenge, and there is, you're wiser, but there is an innocence to it as well, like a fresh start, seeing the world, seeing your life, you're with new eyes, with fresh eyes, saying, okay, I get to choose again. I get to start again. I can start from a clean slate here. And I love that. Like Marianne Williamson says, like, you can always choose again. It's not that you made the wrong choice. You made a bad choice. It's just that, you know what? I'm going to choose again. I'm deciding to choose again, because all of those choices, whether they have a negative result or a positive result, again, they were choices that were meant to be made that way. And things were meant to turn out exactly as they did. So I would like to get some message cards from your person. Let's get some messages. What does your person want to say to you at the moment? These are shadow and light cards. And we'll get a little more clarity on what's happening with this divine love and what this person wants to say to you at the moment. Thank you, Spirit, for sharing with us the messages that we need to hear at this time. We got all shadow cards. Let's see. I'm mad at myself for behaving this way. So maybe that's some of the conflict here that they want to communicate with you. They want to tell you that they're sorry, that they made a choice that they weren't happy with and they want to choose again. And they feel remorse. They feel a little guilt here, and they want to communicate that with you, to you. I'm mad at myself for behaving this way. Going within, they're recognizing that what they did or said or whatever happened between you wasn't them being their best self, which is so beautiful that they can communicate that. All you have to do is say, oh my gosh, I realize X. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said Y. And I feel like the other person just can hear you. When you come asking for another chance, asking for forgiveness, or recognizing where you might have hurt the other person, it just opens both hearts and allows a fresh start. I destroyed your confidence in me. So whatever happened, they feel that it broke down the relationship and they want to start again. They want to rebuild. They want to tell you that they could do better. They can be better. And you believed in them. You knew what they were capable of. And you trusted them and believed in them. And they're sorry that they didn't step up because they could do better and they knew that they could do better. You make me feel bad about myself sometimes. So it happens, right? Sometimes when we believe the other person is capable of more, we might say that to them. And depending on how we communicate that, even if, it's coming from the best place, if the other person isn't ready to be open to receive constructive criticism or receive your help, maybe you offered ideas or, coming from a good place, trying to offer help and alternatives of maybe decisions that they were trying to make or go through. And because, this person was maybe fearful or maybe confused, and you were trying to offer advice, and it hurt their ego. It made them think you didn't feel the same way about them. That maybe you challenged their opinion or how they were handling a situation, and that hurt their ego or hurt their confidence, or was just difficult for them to hear. So it's really important when those situations happen in a relationship that you talk about them, that you bring it up, like, hey, that really hurt my feelings, or I wish you could have said it this way. I could have been more open to hearing it if it was communicated in this way, a softer way, a gentler way. And again, none of us are perfect. We're all doing the best that we can here. And we all come to relationships with history and past experiences. So it's really important that we communicate with our partner about what we need and, you know, how we want to interact, how we want to communicate with each other, instead of holding it in and letting it build. It's like, just sit down, have a conversation in a gentle, kind way, and just be vulnerable and share those things with your partner. Let's see if we can get some light messages, maybe lighten this up a little bit. You know, it's great to know where we want improvements and how we can all be better. Let's see if we can get some light messages. Spirit, can you share with us? There we go. Aw, this is so sweet. I want the best for you. And that is the truth, right? You love each other. This person loves you and they want the best for you. And anything that's happened here is not personal. I mean, that's really one thing I really had to learn, is that I would take things personally, like my person's choices or behaviors, or if I felt like I wasn't getting the attention I needed, or I felt like things didn't go the way I wanted them to go, or you know, if we weren't able to see each other as much as I wanted, or I wasn't getting the communication that I felt like I needed, and I really wasn't seeing the other person's perspective. And what I learned is that everyone's going through their own things, their own challenges, right? And whether it's their family, their job, finances, you know, they play a sport and they had a bad game, right? And then like that translates to when you see them, they might be grumpy, or they just had, you know, a bad day, a bad game, and it's not personal to how they feel about you. It was about the game. And we always think it's about us, and it's not. And if we can come from that place, that positive thinking, staying optimistic, we always look at our partner as coming from a positive place, a place of love, a place of where they want the best for us, then we see it from that point of view, and we have more compassion and understanding for whatever's happening in their life at that time. So that's really important. I'm so glad we got that light message. I would like to pull a Sacred Shadow message. I love this book. It's from the Reckoning Co. And they do have a deck of cards, but I like to just use the book and, you know, open to a page that I think has a message for our reading today. And let's do that. I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Inferiority wound. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. So again, taking things personal, right? So that was a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt, which is very cool. The inferiority wound is the belief that you are fundamentally less than, less capable, less deserving, less important than those around you. It convinces you that no matter how hard you try, you will never measure up, that your voice is not as valuable, that your presence is easily overlooked. That wound often stems from past rejection, comparison, or environments that made you feel invisible. That you must prove yourself repeatedly just to stand on the same ground as others. That's what we're saying here, like standing your ground, conflict. So this could be an energy that both people are going through at the moment. So go within for yourself and think about if that's a wound that you need to work on. That's the like not feeling worthy enough to receive love. Not feeling worthy of your partner's love or to be in a loving, committed relationship, not feeling worthy of this joy. And that can definitely, again, affect how you receive love from your partner, how you receive messages from your partner. Because if ultimately you don't feel you're worthy and you take things personally, you're going to look at the negative message instead of the positive message. Healing the inferiority wound begins with understanding that worthiness is not something you earn. It is something you already possess. You are not less than anyone. You do not need to shrink, to prove, or to wait for permission to take up space. The moment you stop measuring yourself against others, comparison is like the number one killer of manifestation. If you start embracing who you are, you reclaim your power. Confidence is not about knowing everything. It is about trusting that who you are, as you are, is enough. And when you truly embody that truth, the world no longer feels like a place where you don't belong. It becomes a place that is waiting for you to own your space. So this person that is on your mind, that could be their core issue. If there is some inconsistency in the relationship, if you are still having a little conflict, if you're hoping to take the relationship to the next level and this person hasn't made the gesture to do that, it could be a worthiness wound. They could feel that they have to prove themselves. Maybe they're comparing themselves to others that they work with, or your friends, or siblings in their family, and they have to work on that, feeling worthy, feeling deserving, by just being who they are, just being themselves and being in the world and knowing that you love them for exactly who they are. And that could be here again, like this ego, where you make me feel bad about myself sometimes. If this person is feeling insecure and unworthy, that's something they have to heal within themselves. You can't make them feel special, more important, more worthy. You can't heal that wound for them. That's something they have to go within. They have to get help from therapists or mentors, or some kind of healing work, meditation, to heal that wound, and love themselves. I mean, we all have to find that self-love within. We cannot expect another person to make us happy or make us worthy or constantly be reassuring us that we're enough. That is something that has to come within, and then that opens up the ability to love another, to accept love from another, and to give love to another. You have to love yourself first. So let's end the reading with an affirmation. These are Louise Hay affirmation cards. Let's see what your affirmation is for this reading for the next couple days. What is our mantra or affirmation for this reading? To end this reading, please. To close out the reading. We need to know, Spirit. Please be with us. Please guide us. Please share your love and light with us. Let's take this one. I can release the past and forgive everyone. Ooh, that is beautiful. I love the rose on this card. Growth. Roses to me are a symbol of love. It's like a bouquet here. Valentine's, if you love getting flowers. I free myself and everyone in my life from old past hurts. They are free and I am free to move into new glorious experiences. Oh, I love that. That's this. This is the new glorious experience. A fresh start. And again, forgiveness for these past wounds, past conflicts. That's what sets you free, right? And that builds your confidence. That's freeing yourself from guilt, from fears, and moving into the self-love. Because if you can forgive others and release the past, that's healing. That's healing old wounds and feeling good about yourself, proud of yourself. And that's a step closer to self-love. Okay, oh, I'm sorry. I want to do one more thing. I love these little trinkets. I have numbers, letters, and symbols. Let's see what comes through for the reading. What does this person on your mind want to communicate with trinkets? We have the musical note. So music may be important to them, to you. Maybe you play an instrument, you're a DJ, or you just love to dance. Anything around music. Express yourself with songs. Express your love by certain songs that you like to play. And then we have the key. So this person has the key to your heart. The key can unlock new experiences, like we talked about in the, where's our affirmation? Move into glorious experiences, new experiences. The key can unlock new experiences. It can unlock that burden, that whatever's covering your heart. Take down and open new doors, new experiences, and open any kind of doors or anything that was closed around your heart. That's what this person wants to do. And then I've got the fleur-de-lis, which is interesting. I don't know a lot about the fleur-de-lis, but it makes me think of like royalty, like this empress here, like an emperor, empress energy, like a royalty adornment, like an adornment, so, or a gift. So maybe they want to give you a gift with the holiday coming up, or they're coming into their power, their emperor, empress power, to have the confidence to express and make the romantic gesture. Beautiful. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope some of it resonated and brought you some clarity or some feel-good vibes. And yeah, I look forward to our next reading and sharing these messages with you again in the future. Thank you. Please subscribe and like if you feel inclined. Bye now. Fleur-de-lis. I don't know what the hell. What is the fleur-de-lis?